What's up guys, JonJonTheWise here, and I got another Cyberpunk video for you guys. This time we're going to be talking about Foundry Virtual Tabletop, or Foundry VTT, brand new, in the works, beta stage, but still available to the public, virtual tabletop that I think will be the future for Cyberpunk Red. And I'm going to show you guys exactly why I feel that way. I'm going to show you guys what systems are available and give you guys a brief rundown on how you can use Foundry for your games. But before we get into that, make sure you guys join the Discord community. The link will be in the description below. We got a Cyberpunk 2020 and Red fan Discord for you guys where we connect, talk about Cyberpunk, and we're just waiting for you to join us. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast, Tabletop Cyberpunk. It's a podcast where I talk about Cyberpunk. I have cool guests on. We do interviews. We do all kinds of stuff. You can listen to it on your commute. And don't forget to join that Patreon, patreon.com/JonJonTheWise. I am extremely humbled by the support that I'm getting from the Patreon. I really appreciate you guys. And if you guys want to support me out there, then the best way to do it is hopping on that Patreon, getting exclusive content, and getting into my Patreon only games, which are imminently starting late this month, early next month. And make sure you guys follow me on social media at JonJonTheWise on all social media. That's where you can find me: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it. That's it. Let's talk about Foundry VTT. Now, before we dive too deep into this subject, I would like to preface by saying, if you guys really want to learn how to use Foundry, its full functionality, then do exactly what I did when I tried to learn about its full functionality. I went straight to Foundry VTT's YouTube channel, and I believe it's called, I'll have it on the screen right there, you guys will see it, but make sure you guys go to that playlist that I have on screen. That playlist has everything you need to know about dynamic lighting, functionality, hosting games, I mean, the full gambit. And it's very enlightening. It's great if you're a game master and you want to go 2 feet deep into Foundry VTT. I would highly recommend you guys check out that playlist before you start your game. Definitely watch this video first and then go back to that playlist for some more ideas. All right, now let's get on to the PC. I'm going to show you guys exactly what kind of cool stuff you can do on Foundry and give you guys some explanations. So let's move on to there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at Foundry VTT. I have open my own game. This is my Cyberpunk Red game. And let's go back to the setup screen so I can show you guys exactly how this stuff works. So when you get Foundry, it will ask you, it'll come to this screen. This is like the configuration screen. And first thing you want to do is you want to install a game world. Game worlds and game systems go hand in hand. As you can see, I have 2 different Cyberpunk Red ones, and I have a Warhammer Fantasy right here. And make sure you guys check out those YouTube videos on how you can install them. But these basically give you your character sheets, the way that the dice work, and all the other compendiums and stuff like that if they're available. Now, you get the game systems, install it. I'll have links in the description for various ones for Cyberpunk Red. But these are the 2 main ones, and we'll be getting into them in this video. And then you go on to modules. And the cool thing about modules is, if any of you have ever played Skyrim or anything of the sort, you will see that there is mods that you can add to the game. Well, Foundry VTT is basically the exact same thing. You can add all kinds of mods. These are all made from different creators, and some of them are even official mods, I believe, from partnered creators. But I'll go over these later on and give you guys information on them. So that's basically how game systems and mods work. They go hand in hand, they help each other, they are something that enhances the game system, and you don't really have to worry about mods. You just really have to worry about the game system at first. Mods will come later when you want to add things to the game that you think will be helpful to you. So let's just go straight off the bat and let's get straight into it, and let me show you guys some of the cool functionality that you can do with Foundry VTT. All right, so this is a battle map that I have here, and I'm going to try to show you guys as many things that you can do in Foundry really quickly. That YouTube playlist will give you all the information you need. So this was a static map that I had downloaded, and then I went into it and I basically added lighting. As you can see, if we scroll in and zoom in, this little trash barrel that's on fire is emanating some kind of light. And that's all very intuitive, very easy stuff to do. I can literally just make a light right now. I went on this tab over here, the light bulb, drop a light, change the settings, change the color, stuff like that. And you can do whatever you want in your games. There's different animations, there's sunbursts, there's pulsing waves, and you can't really see it, so let me make sure that the color is correct. As you can see, there's pulsing waves, there's chroma, there's torch, where that's what I have as the fire animation here. And it's very easy to use, very easy to do. It's great for immersion, right? So that's lighting. We also have different various scenes that you can make here. These are all my different scenes. Let's go to one of them. Just like if you're used to Roll20, they have the same kind of thing. This is like my splash screen overview for my players, and I use the lighting system that I just used, that I just showed you guys, to make cool little quadrants like this. And then there's something even cooler, which are called doors and walls, and I'm about to show you guys. Let's go back to that junkyard scene. And as you can see, let's take a look over at this bungalow over here. I'm going to drop a Barry Ruth, one of the wise guys over here. And as you can see, when I clicked on him, everything went dark. Now, the reason it went dark is because he doesn't have line of sight. And as a game master, when I click on his token, I can view things the way he does. So I'll click on my token here, and I can move him around with WASD, and then he'll get to this door over here, and I've locked it. He'll click on it. It'll make that nice little noise like, nope, this thing is locked. Now I'm back in my game master view. I can right click on this, unlock the door, and that gives a door icon. Now as the player, I click on the lock again, and look at that. I can look inside, come in, look at this immersion. I can go out this way. Can I go this way? Nope, there's a wall there. I'm trying to move. Well, as a game master, I can do that. But if he's playing and he closes this door, he cannot get out of this door. And as you can hear, I'm clicking. I'm trying to get out. Left, right. Nope, nope, it's not letting me go through. And how do I do that? With the wall system that's in this game. Look at how easy it is to make a wall in Foundry. All of these are, this is terrain walls, that's why they're green. These are regular walls, and it's easy as clicking like this and clicking another one and connecting them. You can click and hold control and just keep making walls just like that. And it's just that easy to get a map, port it onto Foundry, make walls, make lighting, and do stuff like that. Let's say you want a sound effect. Let's say you want music. You want some kind of sound effect? Here we go. This sound file, just like I did with the lighting, I can go find a sound, add a sound in there, and when the players pass by this radius, when they're around this area, they will hear the sound. What else? Let's talk about music. There's a playlist here. You can add your own music for other sound effects. There are journals where you can write cool things like this dossier right here. This is from a module, but just to give you an idea, this is a dossier that one of my players has made for their character. It's really awesome. And if I want to show them some cheat sheets from the book, I can also do that. There's some cheat sheets right here. This is all taken from the book. I put it there personally. And there's also Legend Keeper integration if you want to have cool stuff like this in your journals and be able to show your players. So this is like end game stuff. I'm just giving you guys a quick overview on stuff that you can do. And it has a chat here where you can roll dice, and we're going to get straight into that. $50. That's how much it costs for a game master to purchase this software. And it might seem steep, especially when Roll20 is free, but this is an up-to-date software. They work really hard on it. They update it. It's intuitive. Everything about it is next level. It is completely worth it, in my opinion. You can split it with your group if you want to do something like that. only one of you needs to own the license, which is the $50 purchase. And then you can give admin rights to all your players. All your players can join in for free. They don't have to pay anything. The game master is the only one that needs to pay. Once you've purchased Foundry, then you have the license and you can invite as many of your friends as you want to come on to play for free. The way you guys set up a game, comparative to Roll20, Roll20 has its own servers that they allow people to join for free. And with Foundry, you're going to have to find some way to either A, host it on another site like Forge VTT, which is what I use. It's $5 a month. It gives you plenty of room to do everything that you need to do for $5 a month. Or you can do port forwarding, where you pretty much let your friends join in on your own PC while the game is on, and they go through your router and blah, blah, blah. Now, what's the difference between the two? If they're connecting directly to your PC and you don't trust the people that are connecting to you, it can be very dangerous. It opens vulnerabilities for people to be able to join into your computer. But if you host it on a site like Forge VTT, everything is put in their cloud. They take care of it. There's passwords, and you don't have to worry about anybody compromising the security of your PC. Now, if you're still sticking around after that price tag, or you're curious on what it can do, let me show you guys exactly what CP Red looks like on Foundry VTT. So when it comes to Cyberpunk Red, there are two official systems that are out there. One is actually official, the other one is a little bit unofficial, but that's another story. The idea is there are two major systems out there. One is made by an author named Gerdofal, Gerdofal, and his system is the one that I'm using with my corporate infestation with the Babybeard Media crew. So if you guys want to check out those videos to see how it looks, I'm using his system for that. And then there's also the Cyberpunk Red core from the Project Red team. What's the difference between the two? Gerdofal's is an undertaking that he did by himself. He didn't get too much support. He kind of wanted to do things on his own. And people came here and there and gave him some support. But his system hasn't been updated in about 2, 3, 4 months, I think. So it's really tough for one person to take care of the entire system. On the other hand, this core team right here that I've been working really closely with, they are working, it's a big team. It's like 15 to 18 people. They're all putting in their time voluntarily. And this is a system that's updated like every 2-3 weeks with major updates, and it's amazing. And I'll show you guys exactly how it is. So which do I prefer? I like both systems for different reasons, but to be honest with you, the one that I really, really like is the core system from the Project Team Red. But I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible when I'm showing you guys exactly why I like things or don't like things and the pros and cons. So let's go straight into Gerdofal's system first, and I'll give you guys an idea about it. All right, guys, this might be very familiar for you guys if you guys have ever seen this screen right here. This is straight out of Corporate Infestation, the game that I'm doing with Babybeard Media. So what we really want to talk about is the guts of the system. As you can see, here is the chat, and let's open up a character sheet. Let's go with one of the wise guys. We'll just use Barry Ruth. Here is Gerdofal's character sheet. As you can see, this is how you can use it. All the tabs are on the left-hand side. These are settings where you can choose what role you want to have. So for Barry Ruth, he's a solo. I have solo selected. Then here's a combat tab with your health pool, luck points, weapon inventory, combat inventory. This is all stuff that I set up, and skills. And here's a tab for a bio, tab for a token appearance, character setup where you can do the attributes, combat setup, humanity. This stuff is still being worked on. Here's stuff where you can put in cyberware, weapons, gear, and random notes that I put his money and IP and stuff like that in here. All right, so this is Gerdofal's system. When we go to a skill like this, let's attack with this saw blade. It rolls dice. This is a mod that I'm using that rolls dice in real time, and you can see everything right here. And let's see if we can get a 10 out of this and show you guys whenever it crits and how that does it. Yeah, it's 10% chance. Oh, a 1. That's even better. You see that? It was a 1. It automatically deducted right here. and did a critical fail for me. All right, so that's Gerdofal's system. That's basically what it looks like. I've been using it with my Baby Beard media crew, and now I'm going to show you guys the core red team's system. All right, so here we are at the other system, and I'm going to show you guys how the character sheet looks there, and you guys will be able to judge on your own how you feel about the way it looks. Here is the other character sheet from the red core, and they have 3 tabs on the top, 3 tabs on the bottom. Skills, gear, cyberware, and on the bottom is your role. As you can see, combat awareness and all the different things you can put into it. The fight, this is where critical injuries, your armor, and your weapons will be once they're equipped. Life path, where you can fill this stuff out, and blah, blah, blah. And that's it. This is the character sheet. This is something that you're probably more familiar with as far as looks, because it's similar in style to what you've seen in the book. And let's do some dice rolling to show you guys how that looks. Conceal, reveal. And it pops up. It has a nice little logo, right, or a little die right here to show you how things are. Let's do some more rolls. Let's just keep rolling dice, and hopefully we'll get a 1 or a 10. It's a 10% chance. Can we do it? If not, you guys are going to just have to take up. There's a 10. All right. Exploding dice. And you can see it has a nice little, it lets you know that something cool happened. All right. This is the UI. I prefer this. I honestly prefer this system over the other one. Everything is, from my experience playing with the Baby Beard crew, the other system was a little bit hard to navigate. And to be fair, speaking with Gerdofal about it in the past, he told me that they've been working on UI stuff last. Everything is he's going to be working on is just going to be on functionality first and making it look pretty last. But it's really hard for one person to do all that, okay? So let's get into some stuff that I love about this system. Here is the compendium that I had to make on my own, but if you ever have to do it on your own, let's make an item. Let's create an item. When you click on this compendium up here, or items directory, you click on click item, you name it. Let's say we want to make a assault rifle, right? What type is that? It's not a piece of ammo, it's not armor, it's not cyberware, not gear, not net architecture, program, skill, vehicle, weapon. Last one, it was a weapon, all right? So we created, and as you can see, it populated down here. This is with that default logo. Let's click on that logo, give it something nice. Let's just pick, is there an assault rifle? Do I have, there it is, assault rifle.png. And as you can see, there it is, assault rifle. Let's see if we can view item artwork. Yeah, nice and small. This is something I added myself. I believe it's from Cyberpunk 2077. But yeah, you can add the item. Here's a description. It shoots bullets. All right, save. Then we go to the settings. And in the settings, we can change stuff like how much it's worth. 500 EB, which makes it an expensive item. And when you pick it up, I want it to just be owned, which means it sits in your inventory. Rate of fire 1. Concealability, nope. Assault rifle type, that's the type. As you can see, these are the different types of weapons here. Weapon skill involved, shoulder arms. And weapon quality, it's standard. You can decide what you want it to, what to do. As a GM, you would decide in the moment. Let's say you wanted to give your player like a custom weapon. Hands required, 2 hands. Weapon damage 5d6, and it is a ranged weapon. Magazine, alt fire modes, auto fire, suppressive fire, and magazine, I believe it's 30, so we'll just put 30. Configure ammo. This is the different types of ammo, rifle ammo. Boom, everything is set up now. This item is ready to go. That's how you create items. That's how you create cyberware, ammo, exotic weapons, whatever. Everything that you make in the game is that way. It's a lot of work. And as I said before, it would be awesome if Artel Saurian did some kind of official support and allowed you to buy all that stuff all at once. But I digress. Let's get deeper into it. Now we've created that item. We have it down here. let's make a new character just to test things out. Testy. Here's Testy. And forget about all of their stats and stuff like that, and role, where you can pick their role. Let's go straight into their gear. I'm going to be giving Testy that assault rifle that we made. All right, and the way you do it is you just click and drag it right onto the character sheet. And there it is. It's populated on the top here. When I click on this, it shows you the same thing that I had, so I can change it at any time. And what are these buttons? Change ammo, owned, and pinned, and trash can. All right, let's try to figure out what that is. Well, as you can see, if you look on the bottom here, the weapon is not equipped. So we would have to click this weapon where it says owned, and then now this is carried. It's in my hand. And click it again to equip it. Now it is equipped, as you can see that logo right there. And now I have the assault rifle populated down here. Once again, I could click here for more information. And it says 0 out of 30. And why does it say that? Because I don't have any ammunition. Here we go. We're going to go to reload, basic ammunition, confirm. And look at that. It has populated 25 out of 25. And now I can fire this weapon. So how do I fire the weapon? Standard attack. Click on that. A little pop-up comes up, and I'm going to click cancel just to show you guys if I control left click, it would do the shot on its own. And look, it reduced 1 ammo on its own. So ammo tracking, you don't have to worry about that anymore. This will do it for you. So that was a control left click, just like this, as you can see. And on the right hand side, it showed me what happened with that shot. If I just left click normally, and I believe they're going to reverse this in a later update, where just clicking on it automatically rolls, and control click brings up this menu. But anyway, I'm digressing once again. Here it is showing me my reflex value, which is 6. I didn't put anything in my skills, so that's why it says 0 here. If there's some kind of modifiers that your GM would tell you to have, like +2 to your aim, I'd put a 2 there. And this should roll criticals, so let's roll and see what happens. All right, an 11 is probably a miss, but let's say it hit. Then you would roll damage. As you can see, this little blood drop here. Again, another little thing pops up, whether it's auto fire, an aimed shot, aimed for where, what modifiers. Let's just roll damage and see how that looks normally. And boom, look at all that. Let's see if we can get a critical injury. Come on, critical injury. It's tough. It's tough. 2 6s is hard to get. Because if you do get a critical injury, it looks really cool. Nope, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Come on. There it is. All right. Now, there it is. It says assault rifle, location damage, body. There's a critical injury. 2 6s means a critical injury. And here is my table that I've done on my own. Once again, it would be cool if we can have this from Talsorian, but I've done it on my own. And I'm rolling on it. And it looks like broken leg is the critical injury that happened. All right. And other than a regular attack, there's also aimed shots here. As you can see, the modifier -8 is already there. There is suppressive fire. And I'm just rolling suppressive, of course, rolled a 1. So that's terrible. And that would make it a 3. Horrible. Or sorry, that was auto fire. This is suppressive fire. Here's suppressive fire. Another 1. Amazing. With the 10. Oh, -3. That's great. Good thing this isn't a real game. Now let me show you guys what happens when you install Cyberware. All right. So when I go to my Cyberware over here, let's pick up Cyber Optics. And we need a Cyber Eye, as that is a foundational piece of Cyberware. As you can see, it says that now right here. Foundational. And then we'll get an image enhancer with it, right? So right now, if I go to my Cyberware, there's nothing installed. I drag that Cyber Eye on there, but I need to do one more step, which is installing it. You click this little icon here, install, and it tells you how much humanity loss you would get. And where does it get that from? I set that all up, as you can see here, beforehand. All that information, just like I did with the assault rifle, the Cyberware has cool stuff as well that you can fill in. So Humanity loss, 2d6. Let's roll it. See what happens. Ooh, 2 1s. That's perfect. Amazing. Good thing we have receipts, or else the game master wouldn't believe me, right? So there's the Cyberware. Let's install the image enhancer. And another one. I mean, he would definitely not believe me. All right. So there it is. Cyberware with an image enhancer. If I want to uninstall it, there's an uninstall button right here to take out the Cyberware. And as you can see on the left-hand side, my humanity went down. It's supposed to, this is a little bit of a bug that they're working on, but it's it should be 60 on the right-hand side. I don't know why it's doing that, but 60 here out of 50, 56 out of 60, it automatically reduced my humanity for me, right? They've also given us cool ways to create your own skills right here. And as you can see right here, I've made my own for throwing weapons. I made this for Barry Ruth. And let's open Barry Ruth's. And I have it right here. You can see there's a little trash can icon. That's because I added that skill to his character sheet, just like by dragging it down into there. Let's show you guys how that works. Dragging it on there, and now there's another one, as you can see. And this is how you can make custom skills for your characters. And it's really easy and intuitive. Now, as you guys have noticed on the bottom right here, there's some kind of hotbar. Let me actually move the screen up a little. There we go. There's a little hotbar on the bottom. I'm going to move my camera as well so you guys can properly see it. And on the bottom, this is like a little hotbar. It has 5, 6, 7, I think 5. Yeah, 5 different hotbars. I can literally take a skill like throwing weapons, drag it onto here. There he is. We click on his token. We press 1 on the keyboard, and look, remember this little pop-up menu? Hit confirm. It critted. Super critted. Throwing weapon. It rolls it right here on the right-hand side. You can even click on this, and it also executes the macro. You don't have to use your keyboard if you don't want to. But that's a really easy way of making macros, is you just drag them onto this hotbar. It's great for your players if they just want to take their most used skills and put them on the hotbar so they can use them at any time. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video with a little bit of overview on Foundry VTT. It is going to be the future of gaming, I believe, for Cyberpunk Red. It's really got everything that you need. Roll20 is a great resource for virtual tabletops, but in my opinion, it is made with old code and it hasn't been updated or modernized in a really long time. And I don't blame them for not doing that. I don't know anything about coding, but I think you'd have to like go in there and do some plumbing and throw a cat out and a wrench and a pizza, and you'll just see all that kind of stuff happening as they're trying to fix the system. But Foundry is a more modernized look, a modernized take on the virtual tabletop system. And it makes me excited to play. It makes me excited to work on these maps, to add cool little effects like this light and fire effect here. These are all fun things that you can do to help with immersion and make your virtual campaigns even better. All right. Links will be in the description below for all the various types of games that you can join. And I'll see you guys out there. Thank you so much for the support. Love you, Patreon folks. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.